I can't imagine what your last job interview via Zoom was like. It's just,
Hi guys, nice to meet you. Hey, can you just stand up for us?
why aren't you wearing a shirt?
Dude, my brother's had that happen on Zoom.
What?
He was representing a company he was working with online, and he had a call, like an interview with them, right?
Yeah.
And this was meant to be a recorded interview. So it was meant to go online for the public. The guy rocked up naked in the interview. The guy he was interviewing from the other company. And he's like, oh, was I supposed to be dressed for this?
Are you kidding?
I swear. He was this naked, obese American guy. And my brother's like, what are you, like, yes, put a shirt on, man. Like, this is a business interview. What are you doing? That was great.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's funny.
Dude, I did so many Zooms in 2020, where I was actually applying for work as well. And I'd be wearing a shirt, a tie, take my piercings out, fix my hair, clean up the beard, and I felt underdressed.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't wearing a jacket like in some of the dudes in the meetings. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Have you got, like, you do a lot of Zooms, right? Mm-hmm. Do you do a lot of Zooms?
During lockdown, yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing now.
No.
On average,
very rarely.
On average, I do at least 1 or 2 a week.
Same,
Yeah,
maybe one,
maybe more.
one a week.
Do you feel like it's like you're literally in an office?
Yeah.
It's seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah? It really is.
Yep.
I'm thinking of some of the work that's transpired that I've done, where I've got a colleague that's overseas or whatever, and it's business as normal. Like, it's no awkward barrier, no nothing.
Nope. Yep.
You know what I mean?
It's completely normal. In fact, it's more efficient for me anyway.
What do you think about the whole everyone cracking the shits about returning to work, employees saying that they need to be at work?
I think if you're going to argue and force people back into the office because it's good for their health and good for this, and people want to go back in because they're feeling lonely or they don't have other people to talk to and stuff like that, I think that's great. And I think that you should have the choice to do that. But if you're going to force that, then you should also have the choice to do what you feel like, not everyone's an extrovert. So not everyone wants to go into the office and sit there and chit-chat for 4 hours and lose all their day talking to someone they don't really want to talk to, and then they have to go home and think, oh, fuck, I've got so much work to do tomorrow because I was distracted.
True, but if a company's paying you to go to the office, then you just do what they say.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, you can put that in, but the way that it's set up now is if you can do your job from home and there's no discrepancies that you can't, at this point in time, as we continue to develop over the years, there's no reason not to work from home, if you can.
Look, I work from home, I don't work from home, right? I had a meeting in an office a couple of weeks ago, and like with people that I consider colleagues, and I said to him, fuck, like I miss this environment. Like my last job before this one, I was in an office, and during lockdown, like I noticed just how fucking lonely it actually gets because I'm in a building and my boss was on the top floor in a corner and I was at the bottom floor in a corner. Only reason why we were allowed to be there. Everyone else was working from home. And so when I went into that office a couple of weeks ago, it was like like I walked in and it was just like looking around, people sitting at desks, talking shit, you know, like you have an issue, you can talk to someone that's right there as opposed to having to call someone, you know, wait for them to answer, blah, 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 blah. I see what they're saying about the CBD, right?
It's like a pass-on effect because then it supports the economy in the area too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then it kind of passes on, like a pass-on, like to the...
Who doesn't want to pay $9 for a coffee in the city?
Oh.
It's a joke. I mean,
the city, you don't have to go to the city pay $9 for it in the city.
I disagree with it.
You're doing that here now anyway.
I paid, yesterday, I ran to, there's like a smoke shop on the corner of where my building is, and it said they sell like smokes, ciggies, you know, soft drinks, American candy, like that sort of shit. And I needed a pack of chewy, I just needed some chewy. Because of my voice, I know that if you chew chewing gum, it keeps it moist and lubricated, so it helps. So I've run in, and I've got a handful of coins that I fished out of the jar in my house. I'm thinking, that's a pack of chewies, like, you know. I just picked up 2 packs, put them down, I go, just this, beep, beep. I'm like, and she says the price, and I throw the coins down. I'm like, come again? $8.
Wow.
$8 for 2 packs of Trident.
Trident. Oh,
yeah.
That's insane.
$8. And by that point, I'd already put the money down. I wasn't going to scoop up $4 worth of coins. So, you know.
You remember those, they used to be like 30 cents, those little yellow tropical packets of chewy?
Yeah, Juicy Fruit.
Juicy Fruits.
Yeah.
Holy shit, like 30 cents.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, for $8. $8. The average teenager earns what? 16, 17 bucks an hour or something?
I think minimum is 21.
Is
22.
it? I don't know. But like, do you know what I mean? $8 for 2 packs of Chewies?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
It's almost half your wage.
Yeah, man. A third of your pay is going to go to 2 packs of Chewies for the
Living
hour.
big this week, boys. I'm getting some gas.
No food.
4 packs!
No food for
It's
anyone.
like the Seinfeld episode where he gets the Chewies.
Am I crazy or is that a lot of gum? That's a lot of gum. I love how he stares at him through the window.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but he doesn't wear glasses. That man was wearing glasses. He was doing it the full Lloyd Braun. That's actually a brilliant episode. What were we arguing about the other day? Something on the WhatsApp group about progress. Something was going to get phased out and something was going to get phased in. We're arguing about something, and
We're always arguing about something.
I don't feel like I've argued at all lately.
I argue your point that we argued about something.
I disagree.
How dare you!
Well, no, it's like what I'm saying is it's a progress thing, right? They face.
I got to go through this now to find what it is.
I expected him to be like, I don't argue, and you'd be like, yes, you do, and he would be like, I kill you!
I kill all you.
No. We're talking about progress and how something will get eventually phased out.
Yeah, this kind of sounds familiar now.
You remember?
Keep talking. I'm looking.
Okay. My thing is that, like, and it's with the whole working from home thing, right? Employers are arguing that it's not, what's the word? They're not benefiting from working from home because they're not efficient. Yeah? Mm-hmm. At the same time,
go.
cafes in the city are complaining that they're not getting walking traffic because there are no workers left in the city. So they need to be working from.
But where are the statistics to say that, for example, my missus will go and buy from your cafe? She doesn't. So why does that affect her? Why does your problem affect her if she's not already
Because
doing
it's
that?
numbers, even if it might not be her, it doesn't matter.
The statistics will say that. You know what it
Where
is?
are the statistics that say they're more efficient at home?
Through the work they do. What?
I like
Someone could
KPIs.
easily say their statistics to say they're
Hang
more
on.
efficient at work.
You have KPIs.
Can we have one at a time, please?
Every job has KPIs, correct or not? Most jobs have KPIs.
Yeah.
Right? If you're not achieving those KPIs, you
Yeah,
get written
right.
up and you get a performance report done.
Listen, Barry, I had to call you in. Looking over the last couple months, you've done fuck all.
You haven't even logged in.
Get it sorted or get out.
It's not hard.
It wasn't the Lizzo thing, was it?
No.
It's not hard to track performance.
I was just thinking
Of
about
people.
it, right? Like I was reading an article or watching some guy on like a current affair talking about how he owns a cafe in the CBD in South Bank, and because of the lack of workers, he's barely making ends meet. He's going to have shut down.
Adapt or die.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what do you want me to do, man?
Yeah.
I love working from home because I get so much fucking done.
Yeah.
And then I can see my other things as well. Yeah. And it's like, would I still drink coffee if I was working in South Bank? No.
No,
Because
exactly.
I can't afford the fucking thing.
Exactly.
I'm not going to come to your shop. When I work from home yesterday, as a change of pace, I got up and made a coffee. First coffee I've made in like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
In Greece, I was buying coffees every day because they're like $1.80.
Yeah.
$2.50.
Yeah.
$3.
And probably tastes better too.
Yeah, and way better coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah? And I'm like, oh, this is like, I told my mum, the second I land in Greece, I'm buying a coffee and I'm buying a packet of smokes. First thing, dude, I was buying coffee nearly every day.
Yeah.
Here, dude, $7.50.
It's impossible.
$8.
And then plus, people.
Paying $8 for a coffee.
That's what you pay though.
Where?
In the city.
And how many coffees have you had in the city?
I
Andy?
don't.
Okay.
I support St. Ali, which is based in the city, but I support by buying their coffee online.
St. Ali's in South Melbourne. It's
Yeah.
right near me. It's expensive.
But I buy it.
Breakfast there, dude. I met a friend there a couple of weeks before I left, and I had breakfast with them. Right, they'd been in Cyprus the entire time for like 3 years, 4. So we had lunch there, and we were looking at the menu, and she was like, "There's really not much chop to this menu. Like it's pretty basic." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, it's St. Ali's. You want to come here?" She says, "Okay, cool." So we're looking at it, and I think we got like 2 meals, 2 half sort of meals that we're going to share,
Yep.
and coffees, and the bill came to like
$60?
$60 or something, and I'm like, "What did we just pay for?" Like, what did we just pay for? This food was done and dusted in like 4 bites. Mm-hmm. $60.
Yep.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
It's not a joke, dude. Like, and that's when I was looking at this coffee shop owner saying, oh, there's no walking traffic. It's like, listen, cunt, I've got to go work in the city to come and buy your
Catch
expensive
a
coffee.
train, which is $10.
Even a
$11
Mikey,
these days.
Even a Mikey
Yeah.
from my joint, I'm 2 stops or 1 stop out of the free zone. It's still going to cost me $5 each way.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
So hang on, I've got to pay $10 to get to my office, then walk down to your cafe and buy a coffee to keep your doors open.
Yep.
When we were through COVID, I didn't get any handouts from the government.
Exactly.
I had to, my bank card, my credit card is maxed out.
Yep.
I used up all the expendable cash, all the savings I had to stay alive. And I took money out of my super. Adapt.
Yeah, same.
All the restaurants that suddenly went to takeaway, that would never take away.
Yep.
They just went to takeaway.
But they did get a lot of business, albeit they get some profits taken, sure, but you stay alive.
Yeah.
You stay alive by adapting.
But that's what I mean. It's like, hang on. So you got big wigs, and that's the thing.
And I will add that people who you would offer this to that were like, we're struggling, and you'd be like, well, just go online. Most people are going online. Like, drop shipping is making people millions of dollars at the moment.
Yeah.
Go online and adapt. And they're like, no. Like, my old man had the same argument. He's like, oh, no one's coming in. I'm like, because you're not online.
Get a
Do you
website.
know everyone will be buying furniture online? Like, everyone will be buying it.
I would.
Right now, people are like hungry to like do up their homes. They're always at home. They want to make nice homes, custom couches.
How much
and shit.
money? Dude,
He wouldn't do it.
I moved during the first part of COVID, yeah? I just moved to Hyatt. I had to wait. Some places like had ridiculous wait times for couch. No, I didn't buy a couch. I bought like a cupboard, not cupboard, a bookcase.
Yep.
Yeah, and I found the one I wanted, and it was like, no, there's a wait time of like 4 months.
Yeah,
What are you talking
To
about?
get it delivered.
To get it, yeah. Dude, these weren't even custom made. These were flat pack shit
Yeah.
that you buy from Fantastic. And like, yeah, no, we're not going to get these in for a little while. Why? Just COVID. Everyone's setting up home offices. Everyone's DIYing
Did
their
they
back
have them in
room.
stock, or they were just waiting for them
Not
to
in
get
stock.
Oh, okay.
Everything was out. Everything.
Even car dealerships were doing the same thing, right?
A lot of the car dealerships
you couldn't
shut down.
negotiate with them.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be like, yeah, all right, 33 grand. All right, I'll give you 28 or 29. They'll be like, no, 33. Like, they wouldn't even budge because they didn't have the stock to discount it. If you wanted a car, you buy it. I would have loved to be a car salesman at that point.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like the big wigs in the offices are saying people aren't being productive, right? That's because they need to justify their middle management roles by standing over people, watching them work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You're a babysitter, bro. You're not doing shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can send you my work report every day if you like. You're watching me. If they remove the people from the offices, then they can downgrade on the size of the office.
Yes.
So they save on real estate, they save on utilities.
And it's not cheap in the city.
No. So, mate, take your 100-person office, turn it into 20 spaces, and that's it.
Yep.
Let everyone else work from home, get more efficient, and get on with their lives.
Like, there's certain jobs that obviously need to go in. Totally understand that. Totally get that. Respect that. But for people who are working IT-related jobs, like, my partner still gets sucked into going in like 2 times a week, and she's like, I never can get any work done. She's actually complained to management about the fact that people are just wandering around chatting nonstop. And she's like, I don't want to chat. I want to work. I want to go home knowing that I can relax and have free time and not be like, oh, now I have to stay 4 extra hours after work until 8, 9 p.m. because I didn't get any work done. Like, how is that fair on me? I'm like, yeah, it's bullshit. And they don't listen. Like, you can complain. They're not going to do anything about it.
That's what I mean. The coffee shop owners in the CBD complaining about how high their rent is and blah, blah, blah. Well, isn't that a conversation to have with your real estate agent as opposed to the average punter that's walking past? You're going to force me to buy your coffee because your rent's too high. So's mine.
Yeah.
My rent went up fucking like 80%.
Yeah.
You know
Electricity too. Jesus.
Yeah, like everything went up. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Are you going to come and like pay my rent? I'm confused.
Or my mortgage?
Yeah.
The 12 hikes in 12 months? Or 13, whatever
month,
it was?
Every month I get a letter saying your mortgage has now gone up.
Tough times though. Commonwealth Bank, did you see
No.
the highest profit they've ever had at 1.13 billion or something
Are you kidding?
this year? Yeah.
I thought it was 5 billion.
Was it 5? I thought it was 1.13.
I thought it was 5.
Net or gross?
Like, I'm listening to gross or net. I just heard it. Or maybe it was 5% increase, and it was like
Maybe it was an increase of 1.13% of the
maybe I don't
Whatever
know.
it was.
whatever it was. It was a record.
billion.
It was a record for them.
But you see, Tim,
Oh, here we go.
it's time like it's everybody supported each other during COVID. Everyone got around and they got behind everything.
No, they didn't.
No,
yeah,
no,
they
majority
didn't.
of people.
No, they
Majority
didn't.
Yes, they did.
They didn't.
In
Yes,
what
they
way?
did.
What do you mean?
In the sense where we're all in it together. We're all going to pick each other
fuck
up.
no.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
Everyone
People
can
were,
fuck off.
people were breaking curfew. People were doing whatever the fuck they wanted.
And that's what I mean. Those were the outliers. That wasn't everybody, though, was it?
Everyone I know is breaking curfews.
Well, maybe you just know a whole bunch of scum.
And I'm sitting here with you.
I wasn't breaking any curfews. So maybe it's more of a communal thing where everybody just has to kind of,
No.
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 Okay.
No.
All right.
What do you want? What's communal? I have to donate to the guy with the
You're
cafe.
not donating.
What?
But maybe that one coffee a week from somebody that, that one coffee a week from multiple people is enough to keep someone afloat,
struggling to,
which is a pass-on effect in the economy. That's all.
I am struggling to pay my rent and struggling to buy food.
Well,
why the fuck would I spend $7-8 on a coffee? Because this idiot is charging that much because his rent has gone up. I'll charge him to just for my patronage.
Well, you don't need to go to a $7-8 coffee shop. You can shop around him. That's the beauty about it. You can shop around.
We're talking about South Bank and CBD. They're all like that.
I don't know.
Unless you go to 7-Eleven or Macca's, and even Macca's.
We can support our local 7-Elevens.
Dude,
7-Eleven aren't asking for handouts.
Think about it this way. If you're earning $100K a year, which I think they say the average is like $90K at the moment. But if you're earning...
There's no way.
There's no way. I think it's bullshit as well. But if you're earning $100K a year, you're going to take home about $65K of that after tax, okay?
No. If you're earning about 80, 85, you're going to take about 60, 65. So $100K is probably more like 70, 75.
Under, because, it's under.
You sure?
Yeah. It's like, I think $100K at the moment is 67. You take home.
It can't be.
Between 63 and 67.
It can't be. It's got to be higher than that.
It's so
I know that 80K is roughly about 60.
45% kicks in at 120. And I think the next one below that is 37%. So 37.5% you're going to lose on 100K.
Whatever it is.
So 37,500.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's say 65, right? And from 65, you're then paying GST on everything. Sure, great. You're taking out 11% super on top of that. Okay. So now you're left with what, like
49.
50? Yeah, just say 50.
49 before super.
Yeah.
After super, sorry.
So most people who are renting are probably going to be somewhere between 20 and 30K a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're left with 30K, say, not including all your day-to-day stuff, your cars, your rentals, your petrol. Like, where do you find a budget to go and enjoy luxuries of life?
Welcome to my life, my friend.
But that's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And that's assuming you're only renting and not having a mortgage on top of that.
My paycheck came in today. It's not enough to cover my rent next week.
Yeah.
I get paid fortnightly.
I'll lend you some money. It's all right.
I get paid fortnightly.
I'll send you a Bitcoin.
And my paycheck came in today. It's not enough to cover my rent.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because I dared go away for a couple of weeks for the first time in 9 years.
But these guys are crying poor. Come buy a coffee. Well, fuck, man. Lower your prices, bro.
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, we've got bills to pay. So do I.
Yeah.
Who can I cry poor to? No one.
I will give you my business, and I expect you to also buy from me as I'll buy from you. How about that?
Yeah.
Fair trade.
But no.
He buys a hoodie every time you buy a coffee.
$80 hoodie
Bond Street Apparel.
Dude, but that's the point. Yeah? It's like, I've got a business, I've got kids. Yeah, cool, so do I. But I can't just simply ask for handouts or people to support me.
Yeah.
So where's the back and forth? Oh, rent's too high. My rent's too high as well. I'm having it out with my landlord. You should do the same. What do you want me to say? And I agree. Dude, Turak, have you been to Chapel Street lately?
No.
It's disgusting.
I haven't been there for a while.
I was there a couple of days ago, can't remember when it was. And, it was Thursday last week, the day I got back. Chapel Street is dead. That whole Turak strip is gone. Just dead signs.
I was there maybe 5-6 months ago, maybe.
I was in Ackland Street last night. I came out of the car park, like that back Woolies one. As soon as I got to the strip, for lease everywhere, for sale, for lease.
But that's been on its way out a long
But what I'm saying
time.
is, it's been like that for years.
Yeah.
These landlords aren't putting the prices down, which is killing local industry, which I completely understand.
Yeah.
But what do you want me to do? I can't survive, man. I'm going to be next to them with a,
even when they had to, like most businesses were closed for public foot traffic, like they still had to pay their rents.
Yeah.
The landlords never froze them.
No. The landlords probably froze the mortgages if they didn't own the building.
Oh, 100%.
So they were accumulating shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, that's what I mean, man. It's adapt. You have to fucking adapt.
It's adapt, and it's also you're in it for your own survival. Like as much as I agree that it's good to have communal things.
A sense of community is a good thing. I'm not saying it's not.
But at the end of the day, you come first, and your survival comes first.
Oh, of course, I'm not denying that at all. But what I'm getting at is just I get that there's like in your position, like you don't have an office to go to, do you?
No.
So you're at home.
Unless I travelled, but no. Yeah.
Yeah, but like in the set, like, there's clearly people who just don't want to go to the office because they're lazy turds.
Yeah.
But
do they need to go?
nothing. Not that they're getting paid to do nothing, because obviously you're getting paid to work, but they're using it as an excuse to milk it and get paid and get up and do 2 hours worth of work and then go and scratch their nuts in Chadstone for 4.5 hours.
People that do that won't stay employed.
Yeah.
But
They get found out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting at. Like, and then it just keeps continuing
Putting people like that in an office isn't going to help anything. It's just going to make a toxic environment.
Yeah.
You're just paying someone to waste their time in your office. If they're going to get found out, let them get found out at
That's just
home.
ironing out bad stuff.
But they might get found out sooner that way at the office, wouldn't they?
Technically, they'd get found out if they did what they did with the girl, which is make her connect to a server, check her keystrokes, and if she's recent, everyone who connects to a server gets tracked, right? They track your activity automatically. It's like built into the server at this point. So anyone who's connecting from home is going to get found out within a couple of days.
Yeah, there was a guy that I used to work with, and he'd be on like a share screen, Zoom, whatever, and the guy would have like open windows of things he was reading in Wikipedia, just random shit on his work computer. It's like, dude, you got 2 monitors, like switch to the other monitor.
Yeah.
Nah. He's like, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? I'm conscious of that all the time because I got a work laptop.
Yeah.
And they recently had us install some new software. So I've gone back into the back end to see what the hell it actually does. And even so, I've got my PC just running behind it. Like, I can search whatever I want on that PC.
The only thing I can see here is maybe the medical stuff you were talking about.
What?
Like in Greece, like the medical, how there's no medical there. Before, how you were saying like progressive in Greece is not particularly progressive with medical support.
No, it's not. It's dead.
But we weren't arguing over that.
No. We're arguing about something specifically regarding progress. You were talking about something getting phased out. And I said, well, too bad, so sad. And
I don't think I said...
You know what I watched the other day? Oh, have you ever seen the movie Other People's Money with Danny DeVito? It's about commerce. It's about capitalism.
Okay.
And there's a great scene where he's trying to convince these shareholders to let go of a dying company because they need to reinvest and expand. And he said, at one point there must have been 100 buggy whip manufacturers, the carriages. And he goes, and the last one that went out of business probably made the best buggy whip you ever saw in your life. But he was the stubborn one that didn't want to ditch the industry when he had a chance and reinvest in something else. Not every industry is going to be around forever.
Oh, of course not.
That's hands down.
Yeah.
How many things have we seen get phased in and get phased out in the span of our lifetimes, man? In 30 years, think about shit that we use around the house, things that we just took as commonplace that have disappeared. Look at the pager.
VHS.
VHS.
What did it go to? It went to CDs, and we're like, whoa, CDs.
Blu-ray.
And then we went to Blu-ray.
Laserdisc.
CD, DVD,
Yeah.
Blu-ray,
Oh, yeah, DVDs as well.
4K Blu-ray, and now...
And now it's just all
When have you bought a Blu-ray?
Bluetooth. Everything's Bluetooth now.
When have you ever bought a Blu-ray?
Never. I never actually bought one.
I've bought one, and I don't think I ever watched it either. Yeah? I bought it by chance. I think it was given to me. I can't remember. All your VHSs. I mean, they were around from the 70s, but CDs, invented in the 80s, phased out.
I mean, look at even charger cables these days. I think I've plugged this in once.
Haven't you?
It's wireless.
Yeah, it's brand new, though.
No, but that's what I mean.
But
Like,
isn't it- With the wireless, though, it's not as an efficient charge, isn't it?
Oh, it's great, dude.
No,
It's
no.
so fast. Holy
Dude,
shit.
I had someone that had a base that was...
I've got a wireless as well at home.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, isn't wireless not as efficient as a plugged-in charge?
No.
I thought it wasn't as...
Dude, this thing's crazy
It's sending
fast.
fucking infrared signals through the air. Like, I wouldn't put myself between that and a wireless port,
but you can.
Of course you can. It's not, you might get some gamma rays and turn into the fucking Hulk. Dude.
Hello?
Yeah, literally. No, but that's what I mean. Think about just our lifetimes, how much shit has been phased in and phased out. Think about everything from every fraction of life, how much things have changed.
But there is one that hasn't ever changed.
So,
Prostitution.
of course it's changed.
How?
Okay, I've been waiting.
Oh, no. I take it back. I take
I've been waiting.
I take it back.
See what happens in your forever endeavour to be filthy?
Oh, I take it back.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
That's what she said.
hold on. That's what he said. All right. In 2003, I started an advanced diploma of HR. All right, business. Advanced diploma of business at Box Hill TAFE. We had to do an assignment on...
Oh, is that what's on the wall? Very good job.
No. Good guess, no. Listen, we had to do an assignment on an industry that had to change because of like technology or whatever. Like it had to, at some point, it had to progress and innovate. And you had to do an assignment on said innovation.
Did you concoct OnlyFans back in 2003?
No. Okay. What I did was create...
Invested in hustle.
I created a company out of nothing because I couldn't be bothered researching it properly, so I just created one.
That's not Bond Street Apparel, is it? Which can be found online.
I think the domain expired the other day. No, I'm pretty sure I registered Rep the Burbs. I don't know about Bond Street Apparel. Anyway.
Strike that from the record.
Yeah. So I created a company that dealt with adult entertainment. And I said they used to be a magazine-based, just a hard, what's it called? Like a physical location. Yeah. Like brick and mortar shop that sold apparel, just sold magazines. And eventually they moved into selling, toys and things like that, lubricants, blah, 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 blah. And then because of the advent of the internet, progression of technology and, home computers becoming more and more equipped with internet, in like, you know, in home, just in the home, they started moving to online distribution of, porn and peeps.
But isn't that more pornography and sex apparel as opposed to prostitution?
Yeah, but it's an innovation within the sex industry, as prostitution is.
It's a different form of, I guess,
innovation
service.
with prostitution. OnlyFans is a form of prostitution. Yeah. It's a sex industry.
This is where
you shot yourself in the foot.
I know. That's why I said take it back.
dickhead.
That was what I said.
Quickly change the subject.
You won't notice. You won't notice. No. Dude, case in point, you went around full circle in your own self. The progression of prostitution became literally OnlyFans. They're all sex workers. They've got the same rights as sex workers.
No, they're...
and they don't have to work. They work from home. They work from home. Full circle.
They're content creators.
Yeah. Well, that's what they are.
No, there's actually...
Influencers. No.
There's a better word for it. Oh, I've gone blank now. Anyway, we'll circle back to it.
Dude, their social media feeds are content creators. They're OnlyFans. They're sex workers. That's literally it. I'm dead set serious. Any model you find on the internet, whether she's got 20,000 fans or 1.3 million fans... She's a content creator online on social media that's, you know, G-rated, PG, no more than that. Once you get off the social media, go to her domains, she's a sex worker.
Talking about the 23 million fans, this is my segue now. I was actually on Reddit. And
Surprise.
Unlike you.
No, it's very rare. It never happens at all.
Were you drunk?
Hey, check this out. I got some Instagram. No, and because you know how like when
John had a bad time meal, so he's just gone nuts. That's when all the links come through.
No, I never have a bad time meal.
You know what?
I told you I only gamble when I have Indian.
Yeah, I said that in another episode. I said you had a bad time meal. That's when you sit on. He's like, no, I never have a bad time meal. That's why I go to River Kwai.
Yes, exactly.
Can't believe you still go there.
Yeah, man.
He logs into Reddit. Which Gone Wild category would you like to?
It's like, can you tell us your phone number? And it's 555. Oh, John, how you going? I haven't even finished that last five. Oh, John, how you going?
I'm putting this out there.
Yeah.
If we get an episode done early or even just pick a random night, I want to go to River Kwai.
Yeah, done.
Yeah? I haven't been. I remember since the time I left Clayton.
Do you want to go tonight?
We're not kind of night.
Ah.
No.
Now on River Kwai.
I'm just saying, I don't think I've been since I left Clayton. I think I went once for a birthday in like
really?
2013. 2013, 2014, no more than that. Yeah, it's been like 19 years.
I probably haven't been in probably about 7 or 8 months, if not more.
He talks like that's a long time.
It is.
Like it's, 7, 8 months. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, I understand.
For me, it is.
Just get to your
Anyway,
point.
we're talking about these 24 million fans. So whenever we bring up OnlyFans, we always talk about how the fact that there's guys that
Willing to pay,
lonely dudes, this and that. And this was something actually, it was a thread about like basically the question was personal responsibility.
right.
All right? Mm-hmm. There's no that doesn't exist anymore. It's not taught to young men anymore.
Yeah.
Okay?
Along with many other things.
Along with a lot of other things. And the question was, ignoring like political aspects and all this, you got the only person that currently publishes anything of the sort about personal responsibility in what your responsibility is to yourself
your
and to
hero.
the community.
The Bible.
You know what I'm going to say.
Oh, what?
Say it.
No, I'm not. Go.
Is Peterson.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I was
Now,
speaking about?
ignoring anything other than that, like his book is there to, like, if you actually look into his stuff, like some good stuff. Like
Yeah.
he's
It's on and off. You can pick.
not
He
his,
went on a God trip like a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, man.
not his political stuff. I'm talking about his actual lectures and stuff when he was still teaching as a professor and stuff. Like all
Dude,
that stuff is really, really good
I
stuff.
thought about that when I was driving here. I started thinking about like our conversations over the last month because it's even though I was away, it felt like we kept talking like the entire time. Didn't stop.
Yeah.
And I remember that post I sent you with Jordan Peterson
Yeah.
and Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And my one thing was I want to bring it up, but I can't do his voice because my voice is fucked. But it's so spot on with the delivery and the content. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
It's like Jordan Peterson. When a coach says boo, it is beyond alarming, obviously. But the word boo not only frightens, it's a condemnation. And then Joe Rogan's like, the ghost is scaring you, but it's just like booing you. And then Peterson tearing up. Well, there you have it. That's exactly correct.
That is good. That is so good.
I picture I can just see him sitting there connecting to something Jordan Peterson says.
Yeah.
And just getting all like solemn and like, yeah. I mean, righto, Jordan.
Look, I think it works for some people. I've never been into like inspirational, motivational speaking.
it's not
I
the same,
think,
but there's- yeah,
I look
I
at it and I
understand.
laugh. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, he's got some good points, but the vast majority of his stuff is too intense. He's too into it. It's too serious. Like, mate, you're not enjoying your life. Like, you're really like he was an ex-alcoholic. He's depressed. I get it. I get all that. Everyone's fucking depressed, and everyone's pretty much an alcoholic these days anyway.
Yeah.
But it's too intense. You know, like a lot of the stuff he says is too much. He gets too into it. It's like,
Oh, look, I haven't followed any of his stuff recently.
Where would we be without men?
yeah.
Brave men.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
They built the roads, and yeah, no, he's not wrong.
So as I was saying.
There you have it.
So people ask, what'd you say? What'd he
The way
say?
he says, well, there you have it.
That's exactly correct. And his
It's
voice,
the breakthrough
he's always on
moment.
the verge of tears,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like, just ease up, champ.
It's so intense.
Ease up.
Yeah.
Take a breath. Undo that vest that he always wears over the shirt. Like, relax, man.
So basically people are asking for alternatives to him, like
Yeah.
someone that's not, you know, like a bit more of a, like a, I don't know, like a liberal perspective.
Andrew
or
Tate.
and
Shut
they
up,
couldn't
bitch.
think. They couldn't think of anything, and
Yeah.
the two people that they came up with, this was like a thread, was massive comments. Nobody could think of any, and the only two people that they could come up with was Miyamoto Musashi
Oh, yes. Very good.
and Seneca.
I don't know.
Seneca.
Yes.
I don't know either of those names.
Miyamoto Musashi is a samurai from like the 16th century.
Why are you yelling?
Who Joe Rogan has a tattoo of, mind you.
Of course he does.
This guy's basically like supposed to be the greatest samurai ever, and he wrote a book. It's called The Book of Five Rings, and it's basically a Japanese version of The Art of War.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically a guy from like 600 years ago, and Seneca, who's a Roman philosopher from like 2,000 years ago. And like, there's nobody else that exists in modern day humanity in society that has anything else about personal responsibility.
Well, Donald Trump.
Well, so, da-da-da. But you know what I'm getting at? Like, who else then is there that's teaching guys to do this?
People.
They're not getting it from home, though.
I think like personal. Yeah.
That's what I'm
I
getting
think
at.
that's
Like,
the big thing.
That's the
big
problem.
one.
Like, people having kids, they're not they're not raising them right.
Yeah, parents are so at fault at the moment. Holy shit.
And that's all it is. Like, is basically that was.
They want to ban straws. Has anybody ever tried those paper straws? They're not working too good, right? Has anybody ever tried? Seriously, the new straw, it's made out of paper, right? It disintegrates as you drink it. If you have a nice tie like this tie, this would have no chance. By the time you get finished, the straw is totally disintegrated.
There's a question.
Does anybody walk around with a plastic straw? Because it's not bad. You whip it out, boom, boom. You never had to do that. So they want to ban straws. They said, oh, really? What about the carton? What about the plate? What about the knives and the spoons that are plastic? Oh, they're okay. But the straws we got to ban.
The music is fucking perfect.
Perfect. Was that something you actually said, or was that AI?
No, that was a speech.
Oh, that was something you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, come on.
I don't know. I was just.
Nevertheless.
So basically, it's just basically it. Like all these people, the wealth of the internet couldn't come up with somebody else, basically modern in society.
Bruce Lee. He was known for those sort of things.
Well, no one mentioned Bruce Lee.
Well, then I don't know what kind of threads you're floating around.
I think those people
It was
uneducated.
No, it was just like it was like ask a question. That was it. That was all it was.
I think ultimately you shouldn't be looking for a source of inspiration or someone to look up to. I think your parents need to be those people. I think that majority of the fathers or parents that, like, they're just failing. Well, it's obvious. I mean, you have to look. Global news everywhere is like youth crime. It's up everywhere.
Yeah.
In places up to 600% increase. It's not getting better as young as like 9-10 years old. Like, I don't care how bad people had an upbringing. Like, a lot of us probably had, rough people around us and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. Like, we used to all play with knives and all these little gangs and stuff like that. But at 10 years old, I definitely was not running around stabbing people at random. This is a whole different mindset.
Yeah.
How do your parents control? Like, if you're running around stabbing people, your parents are going to have some idea that you're a piece of shit or you're a little shit. And, some kind of intervention has to happen. But it doesn't feel like there's a connection there that they're aware of what's going on.
You know what, man? Our generation compared to our parents' generation, one of the biggest things that is different is that we're taught to address mental health, right? Whereas our parents just
held it in
until they gave them a heart attack or whatever, right? Internalized cancer.
Stress killed them,
Yeah, right? But I think there's a big divide between our generation and then what's running around now at 20, because that's 20 years. Yeah? Like, I talk to 18-year-olds and think, you're cooked. You have no idea what's coming up.
Yep.
And I can say that because we've got 20 years apart. It's not like, oh, what do you know? It's like, motherfucker, I'm 20 years older than you.
But it's funny because that's what
I'm
the 40-year-olds
40.
were telling us at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I think
It's as if it's the same thing, just repeating itself.
it's the
Who would think it?
No.
Who would have
we were
thunk
the
it?
first. We were the first. We were the first generation to start addressing mental health.
Yeah.
Where I think it's been overcorrected, and now the 20-year-olds and
Are
18-year-olds
using it as an excuse.
They're using it as a form of entitlement.
Yeah.
And they think, dude,
I have depression. Okay.
I speak to 16-year-olds and 18-year-olds.
You see this?
Dude.
Dim's like, I've been talking to 16-year-old girls, and let me tell you, they are harder to get than I thought.
16, you say. A little closer into the microphone, Dim.
I've got a mic right in front of me, but he pulls his out.
Tell me more.
Is this on Reddit? Where is this?
Were you by yourself at the time? Seriously.
Were you wearing any underpants?
Were you wearing pants? What kind of pants were you wearing?
Have a seat right over here. Hang on a second.
No, I'm just saying, every time I talk to kids, teenagers, people under 18 or whatever, they're fucking mentalities, man. Like, they're just so...
Do they also pull out hey, Dim, how you going? Yeah, how old are you? I'm 16. Oh, that's good. I'm Chris Hansen. Disconnect.
I keep picturing Dim in from Entourage when there's it's an episode where they all go out with these, I think it's college girls or something, and I think it's Turtle, and he thinks she's a teenager or something.
Why?
He thinks she's like 16. And she goes, oh, I'm actually in college. Like, he's showing no bar of any interest whatsoever. But as soon as she goes, I'm actually a sophomore. Is that what they call them? Sophomore, first year of college. Oh, really? He's like, what the hell was that? Not too creepy.
There's a great Family Guy episode with Quagmire. Does it ring a bell?
Oh, my God.
And he's like around Meg's friends, and he's like, so how old are you now? And she's like 16. He's like, 18.
Quagmire dated Meg.
Yeah.
In a later episode.
Yeah.
I'd already stopped watching the show by that point. But yeah, I know that
There was no penetration, though.
I quoted...
That was the point that it was okay because they weren't penetrating.
Yeah.
I quoted Entourage today for the first time in like years.
I haven't watched that in years.
I haven't watched it, but I quoted it. A mate of mine sent me a video, and it's some woman, like a guy's videotaping his missus or whatever, and she's in front of a shop that says Animal Paradise, and he gets it. He goes, move a bit to the right, and so she shuffles to the right, and she blocks out the letters. I am.
Yeah.
So it says Anal Paradise, and I said, I'll tell you what the actual message said. I'm such a dickhead. Hang on. I go, where is this magical paradise? I go, vagina's like my third favorite hole. Johnny Drama. I go, that quote should be up there with Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream and Obama's Yes We Can. Remembered for generations.
See, there you go. There's an example.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's right, it.
Do you think you could go...
Well, that's exactly right. I can't, man. I can't take him seriously.
Jesus.
What was my point? I was trying to say that, yeah, all these teenagers and like, you know, kids, they're so fucking arrogant. It's not even confidence. It's borderline arrogance.
Yeah.
Where they've already figured out life at like 13. It's like, dude, we never thought we figured out. We thought we figured out the monkey bars. We thought we were kings of like PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
I'll smash anyone at Gran Turismo. You know what I mean?
Get on Tekken.
Yeah, Tekken.
Prove
Remember
it.
Tekken?
Prove it on Tekken.
Yeah, but we never talked in terms of life, like we knew everything.
No, I was lost as hell as a kid. Everyone around me was lost.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, we had attitude, but it wasn't in terms of, like, life. You know what I mean?
Probably just along the lines of entitlement. Nobody's corrected them. Like we're saying, the parents aren't raising them correctly. And,
well, in their minds it is, but clearly
But that's what I mean. You got these man-childs.
but there's absentee parenting where it's basically the kids are raising themselves. You're just in front of the TV, on the computer, on the console. Just do whatever you want. I'm going out with my friend. No, like going out. Where are you going? That's none of your business.
Yeah.
I remember the story. I think it was Goldfarb told me. And he was saying, this is when he was a teenager, and he was saying, like, he went to a mate's house, and there was a group of mates. There was like 4 or 5 of them. And the dad walked in, just like, oh, hi, how you going, guys? And the kid just lost his mind at the like, what the F are you doing? Get the F out. And the dad, like, just completely, like, destroyed. Like, you see him, like, sink as a man, just turned it around and walked out. And Goldfarb's like, what the hell was that, man? Like, you know, oh, he's just a loser or whatever. You know?
Wow.
So that's an experience of 20 years ago.
You know, I just pictured. I just remembered something that happened overseas.
Hey.
I was on the train. I was on like a V line going out to a village. And there were these junkies that jumped on like after a certain station, and they were on for the majority of the train ride. Train ride's like an hour and 20 minutes. So these junkie dudes are like sitting behind me, and they're just talking the entire time. Like, they're being junkies, man. Like, just talk, you know, like just scatterbrain chatter. Like, you know, one guy's like the alpha, and then the rest of them are just falling in line, whatever. And they were sort of blocking up the aisle. And the train got to a station that's a main station, like at a town where a lot of people were getting off. And this family got up, right? I was noticing it the entire train ride. This dude was wearing like a little fitted baseball cap and a polo. He kept like leaning out into the aisle to look at the junkies, like judge them from afar. Like, oh, you know, what are they doing? La, 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 la. He just kept looking at him and judging him, going back. Like, I'm sitting there just staring straight ahead, either playing with my phone or just like trying to get some sleep. You know what I mean? And I just kept seeing him lean out like Chris Hansen on,
Dateline.
Yeah. Just leaning out to like, just see, oh, what, you know, what's going on, like whatever. And just lean back in. And then it came time for them to get up and leave. And it was him, it was a daughter, and it was his wife, I'm assuming his wife, behind him. And they sort of inched forward, and the guy sort of froze like a deer in the headlights because he would have to tell these junky dudes who looked like it'd be intimidating to anyone. You know what I mean? Like, even me, like, I wouldn't want to talk shit to them because God knows what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They were older, and he sort of just froze, like he was waiting for them to do the right thing and like move out of the way. And I'm just watching it. I'm waiting, like, the train was almost like preparing to take off, and eventually his wife was like, "Do you want to get out of the way so we can get off this train or what? It's going to take off." And they eventually got out of the way and they moved. I just started laughing at this dude, like inside myself. This dude was like leaning out and like judging him and like watching him the entire time.
Assessing
like,
the situation.
Big alpha male.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it got up time to actually tell him to get the fuck out of the way, he froze and his wife had to come from behind and say, do you want to get out of the way? And she sort of pushed past him. He just slunked into his polo and trotted off the train. What would you do in that situation? Would you have a problem telling these guys to get out of the way?
No, I think if you do it in a normal way, you don't have to be like, listen, junkies, can you get the fuck out of my way?
Listen,
just
you
be like,
pieces
sorry,
of
man,
crap
can I
in
just
the
get
world."
through?
Yeah. But would you have frozen? Like,
No.
I couldn't stop laughing because I just kept the whole time. It was like a South Park cartoon. Like,
Maybe that's what he was thinking. He was like, "How am I going to say this? We're going to have to walk past these guys. How am I going to say it? Pop back in. Maybe if we go around that.
If they jump me, can I? No.
Maybe that's what he was assessing.
Throw the wife at him and then jump
and then
over.
leg it. They might go for the kid after.
Do I have to sacrifice my child to get out?
I don't know. And talking about, being raised right, man, I don't know. I'm picturing my old man just literally kicking past them, like, boys, get out of the way.
Boys, out of the way.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never, look, as a kid, I never felt threatened by anyone as long as my old man was there.
Yeah.
Or my uncle. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but see, you're looking to those people as your source of like guidance and inspiration. But that's what we were saying is that's what's
that
missing.
doesn't exist.
Because I felt the same with my dad.
That's interesting. I had a mate recently just tell me the other day, his kids both do like different shit after school, like extracurricular stuff, drama, gymnastics, like swimming, whatever. And he's just got his son into Krav Maga, the Israeli. Yeah. I said, how'd that come about? He goes, well, I basically sat him down and gave him the dad talk of, one day you're going to be a man expected to look after your family. And, this is the best way to start about it. I said, that's good. His son's like 7 or 8. Like, good. I did martial arts at 5.5. That was my first day in
Me too.
Taekwondo. No, karate.
Karate, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, you already choked out a little
Good
bit.
old Jasper Road Church karate lessons.
Jasper Road?
Yeah.
I was at Mackie Road.
Oh, no, sorry, Mackie Road. Mackie Road, yes. Yeah, Mackie Road. I did
went to the same
I went to the same one, yeah. No shit.
That's gold.
Every Greek in Clayton went to that school, man. There's a Greek guy that owned it. He lived 2 blocks down from he lived a block away from our house.
There's a Taekwondo, I think, on Centre 8 just before Mackie Road.
Yeah, but that wasn't there always.
Oh, okay.
Mackie Road one has been there since I was 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone went there, man. Even my old neighbour, who's a couple of years older than me, he went there. So shit. Would have been there from like the late 80s.
Yeah, it's old, man.
Mid to late 80s. That guy was angry. The guy that owned the joint was just an angry
Was he the
Greek.
really tall dude?
He was tall.
Yeah.
But he was just like ruthless. Like it was blunt.
Yeah, even with kids.
Dude.
We had a video of me.
Yeah.
And he's like, stop crying. He's like screaming at me because I was crying. It was great.
We had, I remember.
I'll tell you what, I fucking stopped crying though.
My old man used to take me there, but he goes, I prefer when he's there, not his daughter's teaching or whatever. Because he's like, it's stricter. I remember they used to stack those plastic chairs up like 10 high or whatever, and you'd have to go up and do like a roundhouse kick over the top. But you're a kid. I went there from like 5.5, 6 till about 9, 10, and your feet, like your leg gets tired because you're doing roundhouse kicks for like an hour until it starts slipping and starts nicking the top of the chair. It's hard plastic.
Cut yourself.
Yeah, and instead of him like taking chairs off, he was adding more on. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, he's physically forcing you to kick over these chairs until your leg's red.
Sensei, my foot doesn't feel right. Shut up and kick.
It was literally like that.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to that guy.
Oh, he'd be gone now.
What? He wasn't old, dude.
He was in his 30s, if I'm
Google it.
remembering.
Have a look.
No. Because he had a daughter. His oldest daughter was like 18 back then.
Oh.
So his daughter, I mean, that was 30 years ago. His daughter would be like 50 now. So he wouldn't be more than
Oh, no,
like
he'd be about 70, right?
75?
Yeah, okay.
80?
He's just sleeping now.
He's actually old. He'd be 75, 80.
Google it, see if he can make any appointments. His face might be on the,
He's
on the
still the
website.
sensei.
Hello, Sensei. Oots. Just a heart attack after one.
Did you ever do any of the tournaments?
No.
My dad was a fiend with the camera. Like, he would videotape like all our extracurriculars.
Yeah. One of these.
Yeah. And there was a tournament.
Okay, Dimitri.
Dude, there was a tournament at Mackie Road. I would have been like 10, and they put me, there was less kids rocked up than they thought. So they bumped me up to different divisions.
Oh, bands. Yeah.
And so I was at one point like fighting kids that were like 13, 14, 15 years old on me. And I was small, man. Like I was a small kid. I didn't hit my growth spurt till like 17. And I still remember getting injured like some kid threw a kick which like fucked my rib or something, so I fell down. Everyone's like, oh. And I've like gotten up like teary, you know, like in pain, whatever. I ended up winning that tournament. I fucking like came back, did some like Danielson fucking shit, and literally fucking won the tournament.
I just picture him. He's like on the ground. Second win comes through.
No, legit. Because I got some second win. Because after that, you know what it's like? It's like a cut snake.
So what was it? This old guy was your Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, but he wasn't. We didn't have a good relationship with him. It was just, no. This guy was like stern as fuck.
Just slap you in the head.
He was like your angry uncle that you saw once a year at Easter or
So
something.
it's Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi.
No, Mr. Miyagi
Take a
had some...
bamboo stick.
Wait, Mr. Miyagi beat Danielson with bamboo sticks?
Didn't he hit him with a bamboo
You're
stick?
picturing Van Damme in Kickboxer.
I'm stuck with it now.
Yeah.
Was that Bloodsport? No, that was Bloodsport.
That's Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Bloodsport because... No, wait a second. Hang on.
It's Bloodsport, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is, where he gets blinded.
Is it?
I'm sure it's Bloodsport.
You're
With,
saying that Chong Li
yeah.
is the one that blinds him?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because Tong Po, they had the glass on the bands.
Yep.
On the wraps.
Oh, what a scene. I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
I bumped into my neighbor the other day, right, who I try to avoid at all costs.
Why?
Because they just chat for too long, and you bump into one, you bump into another, and all of a sudden, half your day's fucking gone.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to his building. I'm going to slip under every door on his level, like a note saying, check out this episode of, Trade Spotters podcast, and just specifically time frame like the thing.
Nah, that's fine. I'm pretty honest with my neighbors. I'll be like, I don't really want to talk that long. I bumped into him, right? And he's like, hang on a second, I'm going to come down. I'm like, fuck. So he came down and he's like, what are you doing?
What a terrible thing. That sense of community that you were talking about.
Yeah,
and he's just avoiding his neighbours. Yeah, no real reason.
I just woke up, man. It was like 2 p.m. I was exhausted. And he's like, what have you been up to, blah, blah. I'm like, nothing. I got some chicken last night and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, I've been watching the soccer. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I got that as well. But I got stuck watching the females playing. And he's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You're a dickhead. I'll be honest, I haven't watched a single game.
It was terrible.
I had it on in the background.
I watched Japan versus
My dad was
Norway.
watching. My dad was watching it.
So you can go to sleep.
Dude, night, lullaby.
I was watching
She
Japan.
needs cough medicine.
The World Cup.
Yeah, I'll take a shot anyway.
In Rosebud,
strength.
in Rosebud with his feet up, you know what I mean?
Ooh, codeine.
Everyone's getting pumped up for the World Cup. He's got his blanket. Like, ooh, turn it up just a bit.
What's that sound?
You're disgusting.
John, I watched Japan versus Norway while I was waiting for my chicken to cook. And, dude, I swear it was the most boring shit. I'm so sorry to say it. Like, it was the most boring shit. And the first goal that Japan scores, right? It was like she kicked it from half field. Okay. She didn't pass it to anyone. She kicked it from half field. It literally bounces slowly. The goalkeeper dives like dramatically, and the ball goes in to the net, and she's still holding it. So it's a goal. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what the fuck was that?
Are you hang on. Wait.
Yes.
Are you just like amping this up just for dramatic effect?
I promise you, it took at least 10 seconds for the ball to roll into that goal. Roll into the goal.
Was the keeper caught off unaware or?
No. She was watching it.
And let's have a look at the goal.
It wasn't
It'll
a
be on
dive.
YouTube.
It wasn't a
It
dive.
saddens me because I literally watched like the 5 best goals of Rivaldo. Some player, like some gun player from Brazil.
There was no speed on the ball. There was no power on the ball. It was rolling in.
I'm watching these scissor kicks.
She didn't dive.
I saw
she
this
fell.
on Facebook. They've been having this ad go on at the moment. It's about the French.
1 second. Hang on. Okay, what are we looking for?
Japan. Who's Japan?
Japan, Norway. I don't know what goals.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine.
So on Facebook, they're just pumping these ads at the moment for the FIFA for the World Cup. And there was one that was saying about, this was the way they advertised for the French women's soccer team. And it's like, it's showing all this footage, though, of the men's team.
Mm.
And they're kicking these goals and they're doing this dribble and.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
No, let him finish.
It's goal one.
Okay, it's fine. Let him keep talking. And
So
I'll write
basically, they're showing like all this amazing athleticism and dribble skills and kicking the ball and scoring goals and all that. And you're watching this and you're like, something's not right. Like, there's just something wrong about the movement of these players. Like, I know Mbappe doesn't run like that. I know, what's his name? Anyway, I know these players don't move like that. So then it's at the very end of the ad, it's like, oh, that's the Le Bleus or whatever. And like, but you didn't just watch the men's team. You actually just watched the women's team. And then it rolls back the ad and it shows that they've digitally altered the footage and they've put the men's heads on the women's on the women's bodies.
What?
Wait, so the women have got like breasts and whatever?
Yeah, but because of movement, the ads are going that fast, you're not paying attention to, like.
Because it's like shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, yeah, that's about right. Like, I already thought something wasn't right in this ad because they're moving not how
Weird, yeah.
a man would move.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, like, there's still that comparison that they're trying to get the same. They should just be making their merit on themselves first instead of comparing to other things.
Yeah. Because a red card in the male, obviously, would mean a red card differently. It'd mean blood on the field for the females.
I think there is a blood card, actually, isn't there? Is it like blue or something?
Oh, is it?
I think.
So blue card
Or maybe
means
I'm
blood
wrong.
on
I'm
the
not
field.
too sure.
What are you talking about?
Interesting.
Blood card.
Yeah.
Like, if they have an accident on the field.
I mean, it's just, look, it's good that there's a World Cup going on. It draws a bit of attention to it.
No, it
Hopefully a
doesn't.
bit of money gets invested.
I don't think so.
Furthers the game.
No, it won't.
Which would be good.
No, it doesn't.
Increases the talent, enhances the talent.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Not a bar of it,
Even the
man.
American ad. Apparently the American ad for the women's team. For the women's national team was like, showing, it was the ad for the World Cup leading up to it. It was like all these countries, maybe we can try downloading their skill patterns and all this and download it onto players and then these robots are blowing up and maybe we can play like them or we can be as physical. It's like all these countries are trying to copy them. And like America just got eliminated, not even in the first elimination round.
They do an interview with America afterwards. So let's chat with Stephanie Gunderson here. Stephanie, what happened out there on the field? Yeah, hi. Let me just let me just say that we gave it our all.
Left it all out there on the field.
It was hanging out.
I still stand by my statement. I
What?
think my statement is pretty on the nose.
Which one?
About what I said about the quality
What about the quality?
It's terrible.
of the World Cup.
We're about to. Please.
I think the funniest
This is a good
thing.
segue.
Well, the funniest thing is the new FIFA 23.
Yeah.
Remember the players' cards?
Oh, don't get me
Mbappe and
started.
Leclerc, like both at 91.
Yeah.
And that comment,
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
how can her physique be more than him? Maybe because she's strong and independent.
That's so good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's insane.
Look, I'm all for women's sports.
No, you're not.
Build, dude. I'm not gonna. I try to watch it.
You don't.
It's not entertaining, so I stop watching it.
Yeah, it's not.
Right? Look, the skill level
The
is just not
intensity
there.
level. It's the intensity level. It's not there. It's like when you watch someone with passion for something, you can feel how much they're putting into it, right? Like if you're watching someone play the NBA or you see them sweating, they're going hard, they have it in their face, the aggression. Like they're competitive. The female version of that, whatever it is, it's
Hang
never
on.
that competitive.
Women's
I just don't
tennis.
know why.
Women's tennis is pretty aggressive.
No, the grunts you can't take into account. People
Not the-
grunting.
yeah, but the grunts.
Serena Williams has come out and said, Serena Williams has come out and said that she would get absolutely shafted if she played a player like in the top 200.
Agassi or something?
Yeah, no, like a 200 ranked
top
male.
200. Wow.
She would get absolutely shafted.
Yeah, right.
Didn't she play a male in the top 200?
You can watch doubles tennis of her, mixed doubles, and she's getting absolutely destroyed in the serves.
Yeah.
And these dudes aren't even ranked particularly well.
I mean, top 200's like...
The top 50 is what matters in the men's.
Yeah.
And
You're
she's
never
getting
gonna see
destroyed
the
by...
light of day
At
in
the
the
same
top 200.
time, it's the top 200 players in the world.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to serve,
No, of
return a
course not.
serve.
No, because that's not our skill field.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But this is where this comparison
I'm
keeps
sure she
coming
wouldn't
up.
be able to work in a warehouse.
Strong and independent. Okay, let's watch the first fucking goal. She's outside the box.
Look at her. Look at it. Look at it. Bounce. Oh.
Yeah, that. She was caught out of position, but still.
Look how slow it's going. It's bouncing.
That's a training exercise stop. Like, just, yeah.
I'm pausing it.
My comment is going to ruffle a lot of feathers, but I stand by it.
Hang on. For anyone that obviously can't see it.
Tim's like, wait, let me get in first.
No, because I've got to clarify it. Not everyone watched the Japan versus Norway game.
Paste the link in the description.
I was going to say, you can YouTube this as well.
I will put it up. All right. I'll share it on our page. All right. With our commentary in the background.
I'll give the title, highlights, Japan versus Norway, FIFA World Cup 2023. Go on.
Trademark.
Couldn't even get that right. FIFA Women's World Cup 2023.
You can also see it on Bond Street Apparel.
Can you stop promoting a company that's doing nothing? Like, you're still wearing the hoodie, you prick.
I know, that's what I'm...
Okay.
Represent.
So, the goal wasn't from halfway, but it was like 5 meters out of the box.
It was a good quarter.
How far is the box? The box is what?
I don't know the measurement.
Okay, so...
It's pretty far.
Is it 20 yards?
Between the box and the halfway mark.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's a good portion.
She's kicked it.
For cross.
Bounced. The defender put her foot up to stop it.
It's bounced again.
Grazed the ball, and it's bounced 3 more times before it went in.
Yeah.
The keeper was nowhere off the mark quick enough, man. Like, that's...
She was too far out of position, too far ahead. She should have been closer towards her line.
That's a regulation stoppage.
That is literally a defender passing you the ball in the training exercise.
And letting it go through.
Yeah.
That was not good. Keep in mind, and this is what I need to reiterate. Not reiterate. I just need to put out there. This is the World Cup. This is the best of the best.
I'm nodding I'm nodding in agreement. My neck. So,
should we dare watch the next one?
I would love to watch it. I haven't seen any anymore.
Let's watch it. Look, the whole thing goes for 4 minutes.
Wait, did you want to say something?
I've got my statement, but I'm happy to make my statement.
We'll conclude, yes.
Okay. The kick-off to the middle, deflected off the midfielder, around a team of defenders. Through
4 of them.
There's through ball. Look, there's 5 defenders in the back.
Was that offside?
That was a terrible...
Was that offside?
That was terrible. They're just standing there looking at the ball.
Dude, there are 5 defenders. 5 defenders.
There's 7 players there. That defender doesn't even jump. That header wasn't even a dangerous header. It's just a floater.
No intent, just like bounce.
Wait, the red one's actually headbutting to the left towards the goal. Look,
yeah.
She was way off.
Yeah,
oh,
but
no.
There's 5 defenders.
Yeah,
not
there
one.
were 7 players, Dim. If you look at it properly, there were 7 players.
And the keeper. And the keeper.
Oh, and the keeper.
8, including the keeper.
Oh, there you go. What the hell was that? Wait a second. Hang on. I'm trying to figure this out. Wait a second.
Play.
Hang on. I'm trying to figure this out. So you got 2 forwards. The midfielders through-balled it to 1 forward directly in front of the keeper. There are 4 defenders in the box. 5.
5, yeah.
5 defenders.
Why would she pass it back? Clear it up for a corner. Kick it away.
So Japan
the Japanese forward accidentally got tackled by the 4 defenders standing.
Landed in
There's
Norway's.
4 defenders. Yeah, they've landed in Norway's lap, and the Norwegians just passed it. Instead of clearing it out of the box,
there's 4 people just to her right.
There's 3 immediate.
Perfect pass.
Dude, there's 3.
No, but not even that. If she should have already been aware of plays behind her, she should have just cleared it out across for a corner. Take the corner.
Take the
and
corner.
Risk it. You don't pass that's number 1 rule. You never pass back to a defender in your own box.
Yeah.
Never.
But, dude, she knows that she's got 3 behind her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 1 directly in front. She's literally, and it wasn't like an accidental. She literally passed it.
Yeah,
like
we
she
can
stopped
say,
it.
Yeah.
Stopped it and passed it. Intercepted by Japan. Chip kick.
You know what? Can you?
Hang on.
Look at it. She's like stunned. She's like, what do I do?
There's another deflection too.
All right, hang on.
Can you go back?
Sorry. No, I'm not going back.
I want to see his last goal, but
Okay.
it infuriates me
Listen,
to watch this.
That is garbage.
Yeah.
Like that is garbage. I'm sorry. Don't talk to me about pressure of the big stage and shit.
No.
That was regulation. You literally passed it to the... It's like she was scared. She didn't want to know what to do with it.
Exactly.
Oh, I'll give it to someone else. Let them deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
So
people
about a
do.
year ago, 2 years ago, there was that news that made...
You realise
headline.
this is the episode that's going to can us, yeah?
Oh, I don't... Bring it
Pedophilia,
on!
canning women's sports, like, we're done.
Oh,
like,
no, they're giving away free tickets to this World Cup because nobody's going to the matches. You get support.
The stands look pretty empty with the free tickets.
Yeah, because they're free.
To be fair, it's Japan versus Norway.
They're free tickets. They're giving away 20,000 tickets.
Stop yelling, first of all.
How big's the stadium?
Each stadium's different.
How big's that stadium?
I don't know. I don't even know where they're playing.
I thought you would have had that map on your wall with the
There, and there.
with the pins.
They gave away 20...
No one knows where the stadium is.
Nobody knows.
Like, what the fuck?
Where's that American base is in Northern Territory?
You got support for Australia.
Playing soccer there.
You got support for the Australian matches because it's Australia that's playing.
It's a dust bowl. Dude,
You got support for Australia and New Zealand because they're the
all
local
the
countries,
Rex
the host
Express flights
countries.
are booked.
It's the same, you know? Yeah. But the other matches,
Economy.
You got Priscilla Queen of the Desert just
the
moving
other
people
matches
up.
are empty.
Yeah.
In comparison to they're seeing them all to the bottom. They're not being, nobody's going
Let's
to
watch
them.
the rest of these.
Wow, it's a-
All right, hang on. From halfway, 4 defenders.
Unchallenged.
Through ball past 4 defenders.
That's disgusting.
The keeper didn't even move. Dude threw ball past 4 defenders. And that's offside. Dude, that was offside.
Yeah, see, that's... Yeah.
That was fucking offside. Hang on, I'm rewinding that.
I think they changed the offside rule.
Dude,
they?
look at
I
that.
think they changed it recently.
That's offside, man.
Yeah, what the...
That's offside by like 5 meters.
Yeah.
That can't be right.
It's the player now specifically that's interacting with the ball.
That could be anyone.
No, I think I remember seeing something where they were saying they were changing it last year.
Wait, for the women or for everyone?
It's for everyone.
Dude, the player is 5 meters off the mark, man.
Go back, let's see.
There.
It's specifically the player that's interacting with the ball.
Dude,
now,
that
I
is a
think.
disgusting defense.
Yeah, that's bad. A goalkeeper, a defender should always have their back to the goals. Should never be running with a forward. You should be having them run at you.
All right, hang on. She's outside the box.
What was the score in this game?
It's 3-1 with like 2 minutes to go.
I assume it's 3-1, yeah. Oh, no, it must be 4-1. Did she lob that?
She was trying to...
She was trying to go for back corner.
From that angle? All right,
Yeah, it's
Norway.
possible.
It feels like they're playing in slow motion.
It's weird, right? That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
It's like when you're playing a video game and it's set to slow.
Yeah.
Instant replays on slow, yeah.
That's it.
It's so weird. I feel the same way. That's the lack of intensity thing I was saying. Everything's slowed down.
So,
Nuts.
2 years ago, Australia, who's considered one of the top teams in the world, lost 7-1 or 6-0
Either way, it's embarrassing.
16-year-olds.
to 16-year-olds. It was a professional 16-year-old under 16s
Like
boy
Bentleigh
team.
Greens. Bentleigh Greens.
Basically, it was like
Like a club.
yeah, it was like a Bentleigh Greens club team. Okay, they lost 7-0 to them. That's or 6-1. That's considered one of the best teams in the world in the women's soccer. Last year,
How angry he is.
the American
Pointing.
team.
Shut up and listen.
Because they're talking to an Italian about soccer. They can't stand the fact that they haven't been in the World Cup for like
Oh.
20 years, but
Burns. It's 20 years. It's been two World Cups.
2.
Doesn't bother me at all.
That's 8 years.
We won the Euro. We won the Euro. At least.
It's starting to sound like Greece now.
Yeah, no. We won the Euro in 2004, man.
I have that newspaper
The American
clipping
team.
So do
somewhere.
I.
I think the
I
American
got the
team
scarf
last
as well.
year.
I got the Euro
I
scarf.
got the bottle too.
The American team last year lost 6-0 or 7-1. It was one and the other. Like they basically got their own by another under 16-year-old team, boys team.
Yeah.
That's considered the best team in the world.
Stop yelling.
So if they're losing
My
to
ears are ringing.
16-year-olds, they're losing to 16-year-old boy teams.
Yeah.
Essentially, the quality of
Isn't
what
that
you're
just
watching.
pedophilia at that point?
Getting molested by 16-year-olds.
Well,
They got raped.
Oh, my goodness. Essentially.
That's the one that cans us. That's it. That's the red line. Well, it's been nice doing this podcast for 7 years. I'm expecting to go to jail now for this.
Essentially, the quality of the World Cup that we're seeing is high school grade soccer.
Yeah.
Am I wrong or am I right?
I still think it's lacking that.
Because if they lost so badly to 16-year-old professional team, therefore to get to the same even playing
Well,
field.
to lose that badly, you're playing less than them.
Yeah, so then less than them would essentially be high school.
Think of it like this, yeah?
Like a high school.
Yeah.
Schoolyard soccer
Think of
game.
it.
Under 15s.
Think of it like this.
Under 14.
But that's the quality you're seeing right now at the World Cup.
Stop yelling, please.
Nine!
My ears are hurting. Listen.
I can't do the accent.
Calm down.
Okay.
All right. Think of it like this. The top women's team, like let's say it's the what are they called? The women's soccer team? The Matildas or something?
Yeah.
What do you reckon the players are getting paid? I'm being serious.
You could probably Google it. How much?
Right.
How much the players of the Matildas worth?
Salary.
Not enough to make a living wage. I don't think you get paid in national team.
Yeah, you do.
They're the ones that got. No, that was netball. No.
I think you do, but not as much as you would get at a club.
A collective bargaining agreement with the Football Australia guarantees the Matildas get the same minimum percentage of prize money from tournaments as the Socceroos in the same conditions.
It's disgusting.
Wow.
That is
But the
disgusting.
pool of money they can win is vastly different.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. So, meet the $1 million Matildas. Oh, this would be good. The fact that they're making over $1 million. Okay.
How much money is this World Cup
This is
pulling in?
July 20th this year. Matilda skipper, Sam Kerr, is the highest paid athlete this year's squad. Her annual income, $3.3 million, is less than male football peers. No shit.
That's what, like, I don't know.
So she's leading female football salary and endorsements with Nike and EA Sports. It's a pay packet estimated to be over 10 times more than Australian teammates. So the Chelsea will...
So around about 300K.
Yeah, so at 29, she holds an all-time scoring record locally, has made more than double the income of the next best paid Matilda, Ellie Carpenter. So just over double. So the next one probably makes 1.7, somewhere there. The rest of the squad make between, you ready for this? $200,000 and $400,000 in the last financial year.
And they're complaining.
Shit.
Okay. Now consider this. We just watched the opening goals for Japan versus Norway in the FIFA World Cup. And this is what gripes my gears, right? I haven't got a problem with female sport.
Yeah.
I'm in the same camp of like WNBA players complaining about their pay salary, we should be getting paid the same as men. But you don't earn as much. Your business does not earn as much as men.
Your business first has to have to make a profit.
Yeah, your business is only being run because it's every year continually being subsidized by the men's league.
Loose change.
The men's league is literally giving you the
funding
money.
you.
Yeah, it's funding
Yeah.
you to play. If the men's league just said, we're not going to fund you anymore to play,
That's
you're
it. You're
done.
gone. Yeah.
You won't even have 20 cents, let alone 20 million like you're
Yeah.
demanding, right? I'm a firm believer in that because I can only make the money that I claim for my businesses. I name my price and then I have to go out and earn it.
There's got to be a demand
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
I earn it. And people come to me and call up for quotes and shit like that because I go out and earn it. I busted my ass.
And do you provide the quality that they come to expect at that price and everything? Yeah.
Right? Dude, that FIFA game, those goals that we just saw, any one of us could have fucking done it. They might beat us if we were running up sprints, doing, what are they called? Beep tests and shit?
Yeah. Stamina
Right?
endurance.
Because they're fit. They're athletes. They're getting paid to train every day. We're 40-year-old men. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, excuse me.
No, but I'm making a point, dickhead.
Yeah.
I'm saying you're over 30. Sam Kerr's 29. She's at a peak of her career. She's not, it's going to, decline's going to start for next year. So these guys are at the peak of athleticism. Cool. They can outrun us. Skill-wise, dude, that is regulation football that you'd see in any park, anywhere across the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put 10 Brazilians in the favelas over these guys. And they don't even have shoes. You know what I mean? Now, this is my problem. They're paying them $200,000 to $400,000 to give up that kind of sport. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
So
When the 16-year-olds that beat them, 10-0, 7-0, whatever it is, they would have gotten a cherry ripe, an orange, a Coke, and a meat pie.
Look, those kids will probably eventually go on to play professionally.
That's not the point.
Yeah, no. But
let me ask you a question.
But that's what I'm getting at.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on.
Hang on. No. This is relevant. What?
Oh, okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Consider this. All right, so you had the under-16 Bentleigh Greens, right? That beat the Matildas, okay? How long, where do you reckon the Matildas would end if they played in the league against under-16s?
Oh, at the bottom.
Dead last,
Relegated.
if not last.
Relegated, straight up.
Dead last,
Yep.
if not second last.
Yep.
Yeah? But they'll still be getting paid $200,000 to $400,000 to turn up. The boys will be enjoying their hot dog with their can of Coke and their orange. And that's what pisses me off. If the quality of play can't beat teenagers, why the hell are we propping it up like, oh, they're kings of the world? Dude, anyone can be king of the world at this rate.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. The quality isn't even the quality of the Bentleigh Greens under 16. It's the quality of a high school schoolyard.
That's the point.
Because to lose that bad, you're not even anywhere near on the same level. You're significantly lower in levels. So then you got to look, all right, what type of matches would get you the same 0-0, 1-1, 1-all draws, 1-0, 2-1. Essentially, you're going to be going up against schoolyard high school kids.
Yeah.
That aren't playing at a semi-professional level.
Yeah.
But that's my point. That's my point. Why are we paying them? And you know what? It only exacerbates the fact of how women want to say that they're equal and we should be getting like paid the same when the business isn't bringing in anywhere near the same amount of money or interest, generating interest. At the same time, we should be like, on the field, like you've got in FIFA, you can play the women against the men. How is that any form of realism? Because then you got girls in school thinking that they can play against the boys, line up against the boys, bang, they're hip and shoulder into the ground, they run off the yard, get smashed 50-0. What does that do for confidence?
Yeah.
Sure, there might be one Serena Williams that might be able to stand her ground for a bit, but we're talking about
the collective.
The collective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I don't know if you know, but every World Cup, they release, in the past used to be a video, VHS, now it's DVD. They release them. It's a collection of every single goal kicked during the World Cup.
Like highlights?
Highlights of every match,
Yeah.
of every goal, everything that's happened in the match. And they do it like a presentation, like a documentary, and it's like, this was the opening thinger.
So you can kind of do like an analysis on each goal and skip all the other crap.
Not even an analysis. It's kind of done to you like a little split 5-minute TV show for each episode, for each match. Not even. It's just, So essentially, like you go in the past and you can see some of the best goals ever kicked in each World Cup.
Right.
Those 4 goals will be included in
this edition.
in that packet of considered the goals in that World Cup. Every single one was a tactical error.
Yeah.
Defensive error. Not one of them was clearly
So you see this one here?
Clearly
that
struck.
went in because the keeper fucked up. You see this one here? That went in because the defender fucked up and then the keeper fucked up.
Yeah.
See this one here? This is
Not
actually
on pure
offside.
skill where the shot was kicked
Like
with
precision.
such technique and precision
Yeah.
and clearly, being kicked, to such a way that the keeper can't even see it.
And the thing
It's
is,
basically
we're using-
one dumbass chose to back pass it with a box full of forwards in there.
Dude, we're using Japan versus Norway as the opening example, right? Because he mentioned it.
Yeah.
But I can wager that the rest of the games are just the same quality.
Bring it up. Let's have a look at an Australia game.
Okay, who have they played? I got no idea. Okay, so this is Australia's
in the gold and the green.
Australia versus Denmark.
And Norway, Denmark is in...
Look, we can't take the piss all night because...
Sure we can.
No, we might be wrong on this. So
All right,
let's not
let's have a
judge.
look.
Let's not judge.
Getting involved.
Through ball.
Fans guards forward.
She was offside.
No, it was an early cross.
She was offside.
No, it was an early cross.
See, am I crazy too? I keep thinking that as well.
Nah.
Rebecca Mary Madsen.
You have to be behind the defender as the ball's kicked. Once it's kicked, you can
hang
be
on,
as
hang
far
on.
ahead as you want.
3 defenders.
Madsen plays it quickly forward.
Someone's behind her.
No one's closing it down. Close it down.
Stop yelling.
Where's the pressing? They're just running with her.
Okay, gets stripped. Australia's got 3 defenders running back. Denmark's got 2 forwards. Okay. Feints left, feints right. Straight to the keeper's arms.
Just kick it right at her.
It literally kicked it right at her.
But see how much lack of strength the kicks have?
Because they're women.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but what did you expect?
Towards the near post, that's really dangerous.
They're pro athletes. Their stamina would be 100 times what mine is.
Do you know what would be hard? Being the actual caster for these matches. Oh,
There's
that's
some-
a dangerous position for them to be in.
There's some YouTube videos where the commentators are pissing themselves laughing.
Hang on.
Pissing himself.
Here's a run. Goal. That's a good goal. That was a big through, man. Like
Yeah.
20 metres.
The ball's just sitting there for like a second or two.
Yeah.
Oh, she finished it.
Nuts.
Nuts the keeper.
Oh,
All right. That was a good goal.
not bad, not bad.
I'll give it that. That was a good goal.
Here's our goal scorer, Caitlin Ford.
Crosses it in.
That did. Oh.
I don't know what she was trying to do. It was off the defender's knee. Okay.
On one occasion. Missed the starting 11 against Haiti.
Okay. Dude, every defender's back. There's 5 defenders.
No one's doing anything.
Neil Hadra will be a bit disappointed with
That's
What?
insane.
It was on target, but you couldn't say too much more for it.
So you were in a men's game. If you weren't allowed, you can't take a shot from that distance. They're giving him too much space.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. You
The
can't.
whole thing's open everywhere they
Yeah.
go. Look at this.
Caitlin Ford.
Look, what are you
Has
doing?
one in the bag. Ford. Chance. Oh, unlucky.
That was a chance?
Well,
The poor guy is trying, Tim. He's trying his best. All right?
Trying, yeah.
Trying to keep interest.
Hang on, man.
Sarah Cooney crossed
How was that a-
to return, and she's got the return. And Fowler.
What?
Getting ball in. Van Egmond on the turn.
That's disgusting.
I've
That is
seen it
The
up.
keeper didn't even do anything.
I've
She
seen
didn't
it
move.
up. I'm done. I can't see this
Wait,
anymore.
no. Play.
All right, now go to. All right, do this. Go to
That was my door.
Italia 90, just Italy 90 World Cup highlights.
What's Novanta?
No, 90, literally 90. Italy 90.
That one.
That one. This is part of these VHSs.
Oh, so these are the highlights.
This is from an Italy World Cup.
Okay.
Why are we watching these losers?
Quality goal. Pinpoint accuracy cross.
Skill Archie.
Definitely has a 90s feel to it.
Look at that.
Giovanni.
Did you see that goal?
Yes, I saw the goal. I see some Italians holding each other.
This budget.
Hey, baby.
Look at this goal.
What you
Look
doing
at
after
this.
this game?
Look at this. These are literally 2 touches.
Badjo.
Bang.
Yeah, brutal. That was outside the box.
Yeah. First touch.
Yeah. This music's killing
I know,
it.
it kills it, huh? Dude, that's just a highlight from the 90s, from a 90 World Cup. You want to say something more recent?
Obviously, class has gone up as well. Skill level's gone up a
Yeah.
lot more tech involved, helps people. Yeah, I mean, it's disgraceful
My big beef is just based on the fact that they get paid 200 to 400,000 to do it.
Yeah.
for the average player.
When the skill level is literally at under 15s, under 16s, local league,
And they complain.
and the boys, like the local leagues, are never going to get that kind of money. They're never going to get more than $100 a week. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, why are we propping up this thing as if it's incredible when it's like, dude, kids can do better. Kids are doing better.
Yeah.
What's the average age of like kids being drafted into like Manchester United Developmental League?
12, 11?
Yeah. They're getting their first Premier League games at 17
Yeah.
with grown men.
I think Wayne Rooney was at 16. No, Wayne Rooney was Everton when he first started. I think it was 16. Cristiano Ronaldo, I think, was 16, 17, I think. Beckham was 16, 17 as well when he was taken through the youth team through Man U.
But that's what I mean. Like, you're taking something that's average at best and you're propping it up to be like the best. And then you got FIFA doing some like putting fucking Mbappe in like
No, it's not FIFA anymore, Tim.
what is it now?
EA FC soccer or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's good. It's about time.
Why?
Because they had the licenses for too long and they became comfortable,
Oh yeah, we knew
complacent.
that.
They just, it was an EA game.
But the game's
EA
going to suffer, won't it?
Sorry?
Won't the game suffer now? Or is it still the same engine?
It's, I don't know, and I don't know, don't really care. But essentially, all the EA games have been the same thing for years now. They're just rebranding them with a new name, and they're just spitting out FIFA 2022 as FIFA 23. It's the exact same game.
Yeah.
They've gone into the instant replay, gone up into the rafters, and they're still like the old 2022.
Oh,
rafters.
yeah.
For Madden, for hockey, for everything, NBA.
That's embarrassing that they leave that. I mean, that's insane. You're just catching yourself out. That's fucking disgraceful.
What's going to happen regarding this whole soccer thing?
It'll either get to the point where eventually they make the same and the sport will die overnight, or there'll be some sort of balance again where essentially there's no support. You go on YouTube and you look up any Premier League game for the women's. There's no one at these games. Like, no one. Whose fault is that?
I don't think it's anyone's fault.
No. Look, I'm going to take a line from Bill Burr.
Uh-oh.
Men support men's sport.
Yeah.
It's not men's job to support women's sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ironically,
women need to support their own sport.
Yeah, but ironically, most of the supporters at women's sports are men.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
But at the same time, if it was as entertaining, I would support it. There's no question I wouldn't. I watch things for skill and things that I can't do. When I watch the guys play, it's because I know I can't do anywhere close to what they're doing. I can't play that level. I can't kick like them. I can't accurately, precisely know if I kick it here, it's going to land over there. Exactly. Same with football, like AFL. I know that those guys know how to kick the ball and kick it where it needs to go. I can't do that.
What sport was it that we were talking? I don't know if it was soccer, but we were talking about it recently. I think in a thread, and they're saying that they're looking at, or maybe I saw it online, and they're looking to basically even out the pay for the men's and women's. But this sport was like big, but I can't remember what it was now. It wasn't soccer, and it wasn't tennis, because tennis is already
Tennis is there.
I think it was golf, maybe. I think it was golf. They're looking to do it for golf. The same payout.
Is it the same pace, golf? I've never watched women's golf.
Well, there's handicaps and all that. So basically, you get a handicap. They get to tee off closer as well, I think.
So the courses are shorter?
I think so,
well,
yeah.
Technically.
Well, they're teeing off like 20 to 30 metres further up.
Yeah.
So it's shorter?
Yeah. Gattle Golf Course is like 4 different tees. Men's, professional, women's.
Okay, but that's what I mean. Like, I don't understand whether there's the gall, yeah, to declare equal, if not better. There's handicaps involved to get you to the similar level.
Which is inclining that you have less power or skill, one of the two.
Yeah.
But you want more or equal.
But it's like tennis, yeah? Women don't play 5 sets. Play 3.
No, they play 3, and it's all baseline game too.
Yeah.
You're playing from the baseline, they're not running up.
It's 3. So they're playing less tennis, getting the same amount of money. Isn't that the whole argument that we've been hearing for the last, 20 years? And that's the thing. I'm not being a misogynist. I'm just making a point. You want it equal? Well, this is equal. Less output, less pay.
Yeah.
And the whole thing with, the WNBA as well, right? I hate that we've gone back to it.
I don't.
He was like, I hate it.
No.
I hate going back.
I hate that we've gone back to it because we've talked about it into the ground. But what I don't understand is, how is it so hard to see? Dude, your company does not make enough money to support itself, let alone pay you more. And they're like, you should spend more. On what, man? You're selling a product that isn't generating interest. Coke will bring out a product. If it doesn't generate interest, they pull it.
Yeah.
No company wants to sell it.
Mind you, they pull it and take the loss on it.
Yeah.
They won't continue to just take the risk.
Yeah. No company wants to invest in a product that continually is a loss. Only company that does that is Microsoft. Because their gaming systems aren't even generating enough money.
Yeah, Xbox Game Pass.
It's generating enough interest in Microsoft to keep their PCs going.
It's the Game Pass.
Yeah, so it's it's apples and oranges. The WNBA is nothing but a thorn in the side of LeBron's ass.
Yeah.
So it's what the NBA is literally insane for keeping a product that's constantly costing him $20 million a year minimum. So at what point do you just diversify, reinvest? You know what I mean? I'm not saying don't play women's basketball, but where would you think, or any sport altogether, but in what world is it the same business model and worthy of the same thing? The skill level's not there.
Well, they think that the solution is to jam it down people's throats.
Yeah, but it's
And it's
that'll
just
generate
how many more
interest,
years-
but it
and it's just
doesn't.
not.
How many more years of below average football do we have to watch before it's up to speed with the men? Is it ever going to get there?
Unless essentially the World Cup becomes 99% trans women.
And then you're only hurting women.
Yeah.
But what is
You're losing again because you're paying men to be on your team.
Well, that's exactly right. That's right there. Can you imagine Peterson watching the World Cup just in tears the whole time, man? Just crying by himself.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck.
The Bible says to love your neighbor. What happens if your neighbor is a transgender man in a women's soccer team?
Well, that's exactly right.
Oh, man.
Stop it, man. Stop.